Hi, boys and girls. This is Matthews here again. This week, we're looking at relationship tables. Relationship tables can also be called input-output tables or function tables. But relationship tables are like little magic machines. When one number goes in, another one comes out. So let's look at the example here. This one is patterns on a table. And if you look, you see the number of teams and number of footballs for practice. And we're trying to find out how do these numbers relate to each other? How do you go from 10 to get to 40? So if it's like a magic machine, I put in 10 and I get out 40. I put in 12 and I get out 48. I put in 15 and I get out 60. I put in 20 and I get out 80. So my numbers are increasing. I start with a small number and I get a huge number that comes out. When I'm thinking about it, I know something about 10. If I put in 10 and then I get 40 out, then I know that I'm multiplying by 4. I'm going to test that with this one right here. I know my 12s too. So if I put in 12 and I multiply 12 times 4, I will get 48. So when I'm thinking about my relationship tables, everything I do to this line, then I have to do it to this line, and I have to do it to this line, and I have to do it to this line. So the relationship is still the same. So 15 times 4, I can check on paper and pencil, and oh, it is 60. And 20 times 4, if I multiply on paper and pencil, oh, it is 80. So when you look over here, you see that there are some rules over here. Now the rules tell us about the way I've just done it. So it's the number of teams times 4 will give you the number of football for practice. But that's not the only way that you can do it. So when you're looking for the rules, you can think about going the opposite direction. Because I know multiplication is the inverse of division, I can use division. I can start on this side. I can say the number of footballs for practice divided by 4 will equal the number of teams. So I'm going to think about that. 40 divided by 4 would give me 10. Oh, that is correct. 48 divided by 4 would give me 12. Right again. So then here's another set of rules right here. I can look at it from, I can say the number of footballs divided by 4 equals the number of teams. Let's look at the next page. When you're looking at relationship tables, sometimes you'll see it vertically. That means up and down. Or sometimes you'll see it go horizontal. That means across. It can be shown in either way. Let's try a problem together. Sue has 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 triangles. How many vertices are on the triangles? Well, I have to think back to when I was doing shapes to figure out how many vertices are on a triangle. So I'm going to remember two lines meeting together at a point gives me a vertex. So I'm going to find where they are. And oh, look, a triangle has 3 vertices. And so I can think about it in this way. If I have one triangle, I will have 3 vertices. If I have 2 triangles, I have to have another triangle with 3 more vertices. And then if I have 3 triangles, then I'll have 1, 2, 3 triangles with 3 vertices. So in order for me to fill out this table, I have to think about what they're asking me. They're asking me about triangles. They're asking me about vertices. So I have my titles, number of triangles, number of vertices. And they're also telling me how many triangles. So I'm going to put my numbers on the chart. And all I have to figure out is how many vertices. But because I know 1 times 3 equals 3, I know what I will be doing is multiplying times 3. Because 2 times 3 equals 6. If you can't remember, you can go back to your T-chart or your multiplication chart that you worked on last week. My next number would be 3. If I have 3 triangles, that means I'll have 3 and 3 more, that would be 6, and 3 more, that would be 9. So 3 times 3 gives me 9. And 4 times 3 gives me 12. 5 times 3 gives me 15. 6 times 3 gives me 18. So I know because one triangle has 3 vertices, then that would help me with my rule. I know I had to multiply the number of triangles times 3, and that gave me the number of vertices. So I'm going to uncover my rule. Oh, and it is right. The number of triangles times 3 equals the number of vertices. Let's look at another problem. Joe collects spiders. What is the number of legs on 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 spiders? Wow. Okay, so first thing I need to think about is how many legs are on a spider. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 legs on a spider. So I'm going to write 8. Okay, and then I need to think about what I'm going to title it. Oh, they want to know about spiders, so I think I'm going to put number of spiders. And they want to know about legs, so I'm going to put how many legs are on there. And I'm going to put the numbers also that they had on there. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So if I have 5 spiders, I know that there are 8 and 8 and 8 and 8 and 8 legs. Whew, that's a lot of legs. So in thinking about those legs, I have to think, oh, 5 times 8. 5 times 8 would give me 40 because I know how to count by fives. I know my facts on fives. That's easy. And so last week when you were looking at your T-charts, you were adding on to complete your T-charts. If you don't know your multiplication facts, you can either find your multiplication chart that you have at your house that you made last week, or a T-chart that you made last week, and you can think about it, or you can simply look at this as if it were a T-chart. So thinking about it, so you're thinking, well, 6 times 8? Well, I can add 8 to 40, and I know 40 plus 8 would give me 48. And 7 times 8, I have to think about that. Oh, I can count up. 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. You don't know, there are ways to get to it. Okay, and then 8 times 8, I can count up again. 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. And if I still don't know my 9 times 8, then I can count up 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. Okay, notice how each one we did the same thing. We multiplied times 8, and that's what the relationship is. And we're thinking about the rules. We went from this side to that side. So my rule would be the number of spiders times 8 equals the number of legs. Let me see if that's correct. Yes, the number of spiders times 8, we got to put our times 8 in our rules right here, equals the number of legs. Now, we can go the other way, and we can say, if we're going this way, we'd say the number of legs divided by 8 equals the number of spiders. So if we're doing it that way, it would be the number of legs divided by 8. So if we're going this direction, it would be the number of legs divided by 8 equals the number of spiders. So boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I hope it'll be helpful to you for your assignment this week. If you have to, watch it more than once so that you could be prepared for your assignment. That's all for now, boys and girls. Bye.